Hey guys, welcome back to FPL, and we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks until game week 32. That's so long. However, there is still gonna be some content going, and today we're gonna be reviewing a game week 31 team selection. We used a free hit last week. And what can I say? If you see that in the corner, 74 points, average 38. We absolutely cooked this week, and that is what we needed to use the free hit to get back into some of the leagues. And yeah, so we're going to do the review of 31. We have a look around on 32, what we could do. Obviously, it's a long way. There's FA Cup games, there's international friendlies, so there are chances that players could get injured, and that can change all our plans. I'm not going to make any transfers until that last couple of days on the game week 32, so there will be another video for that, and there will be more videos coming, like my FPL team of the season so far. I might get some of the boys on there as well. So yeah, more content on FPL still to come in this couple of weeks where we don't have a video for game week 32. But let's stop waffling and let's get into see what happened in 31. So as you can see in the corner here, most transfers in was Faye from Newcastle, and the most captain was Erling Haaland. And yeah, that made sense. So most transfers in was Danny Welbeck, Bruno Fernandes, Gordon, Van Heck, and Tavoski, with outs being obviously Chalobah, who seems to be injured until 2nd of May. Etatike, Joe Pedro, Bemo, and Palmer were the most transfers out. Now, I can confirm I did bring Palmer in on the basis of that I needed, didn't even need to, just had so much money to spare. But yeah, so those were obviously the players. The best player was Beto, and I did Beto cook in that 3-0 against Chelsea. Got 2 goals. So if anyone had them in his team, that would have been an amazing haul. But let's look at the points. 74 points. Callahan in goal with 9 points. He got his 90 minutes played, 2 points. Got a bonus clean sheet in this Brentford 0-0. I did think Brentford were going to win this. But a clean sheet is obviously still very good for Callahan to get his 9 points. He got 1 point for 4 saves, which is again decent. And then got 2 bonus points, which is 9 points as a goalkeeper. That is what you want. Very good high scoring points. Moving into the back 4, we have Anderson and Virgil van Dijk. Anderson got a 3-1, got his defensive contributions, got his minutes played. I really thought they were going to get the clean sheet. Unfortunately, they didn't, which is a little bit of a shame for that. Virgil van Dijk, again, not really been outstanding. Liverpool lost again. And that is potentially one position I would like to change in my actual team, is maybe get rid of Virgil van Dijk to a better centre-back. Faye, unfortunately, only played 36 minutes. So he got 1 point, then got the goal conceded in those 36 minutes. So he ended up with 0, which is very disappointing. However, I would have preferred if he'd got 0 and didn't play, because then I could have brought someone onto the pitch and maybe got some more points. But that is what happens. It's a free hit. It's not like I made a transfer and he did that. Free hit, it's okay. Moving into the midfield, this is where most of them paid off. Wilson, 9 points. Brought him in, got his 2 minutes points for 86 minutes played, goal scored and bonus points. That is what we needed Harry Wilson to do. Go onto the pitch and score some goals. Get some points. And he deliver in the free hit. We moved then to Gordon, who got a goal in that Sunderland-Newcastle derby. And again, Sunderland take the win in the derby. That is dreadful for Newcastle fans. First time back in the Premier League for about, I think, 8 seasons. And they've gone and done the double against Newcastle in the derby. That is crazy. But back to Gordon. 2 points played, a goal, 5 points, and bonus points. Still a good call for this game week. So yeah, 10 points. Moving on to the Vice, Aston Villa against West Ham. Rodgers got assist, got his 2 points played, and got a clean sheet. I was hopeful he was going to play all 90 minutes. He didn't, but he still got the points to be good enough for this week. He's tempting to go forward if he can get those 90 minutes, but so far no. Then we moved to Palmer, who was just there because so obviously when I got rid of Gordon, when I got rid of Gabriel, Salib, Timber, Rice, Semenyo, and Haaland, that was about 45 million. And Anderson's 4.5 million. Wilson's 5.5 million. Gordon's 7.8, I think. Rodgers is 7.5. So I still had about 19 million spare. So I just went and thought, do you know what? Let's go and buy Palmer and hope he does something. He didn't do anything. That is the way it goes. Yeah. Captain Bruno Fernandes. Come on. Man United though did get robbed of a penalty in this game. If you watched the highlights or the game, let me know in the comments down below. Did you think the penalty on Ahmad was worse than what Harry Maguire did on the Bournemouth striker? Because they were basically the same. Ahmad didn't get a penalty or foul. Maguire got sent off. Inconsistency in the ref, but what a game it was to watch. But this man, Bruno Fernandes, delivers once again, and what is a beautiful captain for this game week. And if anyone didn't go with Bruno, you screwed up there. But 2 points played for 90 minutes, a goal, a assist, and bonus points. Come on, what a good captaincy option. 26 points that was as captain, 13 as normal. That was the icing on the cake. Thiago, again, we spoke about Leeds. As a striker, if you are getting defensive contributions, what is wrong? 2 points for 90 minutes and 2 for 15. What are you doing? You're playing Leeds, who are in a relegation scrap, and you're getting defensive contributions as a striker. What? Score some fucking goals. Get some assists. Why are you sitting back and defending as a striker? Come on. Thiago, that is disappointing. But I'll take the 4 points because it is a lot better than shitty Etitike, who we brought in for this week. As we said, for the free hit. 1 point. 7 minutes played. 7 minutes. 7. What a shit. That is, anyone who had Etitike in the squad, you must be fuming. 7 minutes. You should have stayed on the fucking bench. And then on my bench, Dubravka 2 points, which is reasonable why we went for the free hit this week anyway. Hill with a -1. Disappointing because he got our own goal from that corner. João Pedro 2, again, 77 minutes played against Everton is poor. And Mukiele still injured, but is rumoured to be back for 32 because we got another 2 weeks and he was technically available. As you can see, all green arrows in every single league was probably for the first time in probably about 10-15 weeks. We're all green, which is good, but I think there was definitely positions that could have been better. Had Man United got that penalty, Bruno would have stepped again, could have got some more points there. I don't know why Thiago got 4. Should have scored some goals in a game against a relegation side. And I believe Fulham should have got a clean sheet against Burnley. That is awful. But I can't complain. 74 points this week does put us in a good position. So let's check up the league, because in the leagues, there was only one person who got more than me. But yeah, so at the top, Noah 62 points, 179 free points. That's not bad. Paul Dickinson must have used a free hit as well, I believe. No, he didn't. He just has a good squad. Callahan, Keane, Virgil van der Anderson, Gordon, Odango, Bruno, Wilson, Bowen, Thiago, Etatike. It doesn't scream 73 points. I guess the points come from Wilson, Bruno and Gordon, which is 30, 38, 41 from the midfield, I guess, then Callison and Keane. But yeah, that doesn't scream like massive points. Zach, again, we're going to have to show it because I just want to rip him apart. 36 points. Transfers out 3. And we did say, though, he had was it Raya, which is on the bench, Gabriel, Semenyo, Jerky and Haaland. Firstly, why are you captain João Pedro? You should have went Bruno Fernandes. That was his first mistake. Secondly, I understood, he's explained to me, he was already getting rid of Shirky. That's 1 point. That's one transfer done. Fair enough. I don't think you should have took the -4. I think you could have left Semenyo on the bench. Got rid of Haaland. Okay, it didn't work out for Etatike. But then I think you could have been fine. But so Petrovic in goal in that Man United game, that was always going to go wrong anyway. Senesi does double up on the Bournemouth defence against Man United, was never going to work out. Gabriel has to stay because he can only play. Chalobah's injured. Cash was a good one. I give him that. Clean sheet, minutes, good. Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Bruno and Bemo Palmer. Gakpo needs to go. I've said this to him for the last 10 weeks. He is awful. Get rid of him. Go and buy someone like Gordon. Go and buy someone like Rodgers, who is so much better than Gakpo. Szoboszlai, I understand the pick. He's very good at playing different positions. The only problem with Szoboszlai is you never know if he's going to play as a midfielder or as a right back. That's the problem. He's good on free kicks. He's good on corners. He's a good striker of the ball. But it's where you play Liverpool play him that determines whether he's going to get some points or he's not. And Bemo, I'm in this situation where I think Bemo needs to go. Personally, in my squad as well. Not just Zach's, mine as well. I need to get rid of him. He's not been performing in the last couple of game weeks. 2 points, 2 points, 1 point, 2 points, 6 points, 6 points. So in the last 4 weeks, he's not done anything, which is a little bit disappointing. And apart from Leeds, I think I'd keep him for Leeds, and then I'd sell him in game week 33 and onwards, because I don't think he's going to do much against Chelsea. I don't think he's going to do Brentford, Sunderland could be a good one, but I just think his inconsistency. I'd prefer having Cunha over Mbemo at the minute. So yeah, that was Zach's team. But yeah, with Manish, we'll close the gap on Manish, my good friend. Just 4 points now, which is good. Sanye Adarami just behind us on the same points, 63 points. Did he use a free hit or not? Let's find out. He did use a free hit, so he used his free hit as well. It didn't work out as good as mine. Martinez in goal was a good option. Virgil van Dijk and Anderson, again, high. So he used the same back three as me. Gordon, Wilson, Bruno, Palmer. Basically the same. Basically it's the same squad. The only difference is he decided to go captain Wilson over Bruno, which was bad, because if he had, he probably would have been above me. And he should have... Callahan and Martinez are different because they both had good fixtures, so either one of you would have been well. He unfortunately went with the wrong one on the week. And yeah, I think you probably should have played Anderson for DEFCON points against Spurs, because he also did get a clean sheet. So yeah, unlucky on him. He's level 1 points with us, so we're going to have to watch out for that. But we are now in the Conference League, finally, for the first time. Obviously, we've been flirting between 8th, 10th, 11th, 12th, but we are now pushing up to that European Prestige Conference League position. The Europa League's up next. 4 points. I think we can do that. Ryan Grilf is very far ahead of us. So it's going to be hard to break in. But like I said, I do have my Fpl captain and bench boost still to go, which could help us. But yeah, that is so far in the leagues. We've gone up. Now talk about a little bit in game week 32. We kind of spoke about it. I think Virgil van Dijk would come in for this week. And I basically would like to keep the squad as it is. I think good enough. Obviously, there's injuries on Timber, Gabriel, but in 3 weeks' time, that should be fine. I think that's more because of the Cup game and the Champions League game. But yeah, so that would be our back line. Callahan's in Brentford against Everton, which is a good fixture. Bournemouth is a tough fixture, but I would prefer Arsenal defence over Bournemouth. Virgil van Dijk's last week for the club, because if he doesn't perform, he has to go. Look, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, 7 points. This was a good fixture run, and then 0, 4, 0. It's not been outstanding Virgil van Dijk performance this season. So yeah, I think he might have to go. Midfield wise, I'm potentially thinking of getting rid of Declan Rice. I've probably held him for too long. However, these good fixtures at the end of the season may be a saving grace for him. So we'll see how it goes. The big one is that Man City game, the title decider, really. If Man City win that, I think Arsenal might bottle it, after obviously losing the Carabao Cup. Midfield I like of Bruno would be probably my captain once again. I think people might go against Haaland against Chelsea. And it's not a bad shout. But Haaland's not been in great form in the last... Well, those fixtures were good. But he's not been outstanding. When he played Chelsea, it was a 1-1 draw. Didn't do anything. So I think Bruno might be the good captain option. And yeah, I think that is what we're going to do. Not bothered about that. So yeah, that is what it is. And I believe, if we go back to the leagues, the cup info, we've not really spoken about this because it doesn't come into effect, but game week 34 onwards, there is the cup. which means we could walk out with the winning as cups. And how it is, it's based on most goals scored in a game week. So it's based on whoever has the most points goes through. If you are drawn, then it goes to most goals scored from your team. If everyone has the same somehow goal scorers, then it's based on goals conceded, and then it's done on a flip of a coin to see who goes through. Each team will be randomly drawn against another unless they have received a bye. The winner, the team with the highest game week scores minus any transfers, will go to the next round. And the other random draws, the losers are out. Proceeds until the final round. And yeah, you win the cup. So obviously we did win the cup last year. If you remember, in the McDonald's league, we came, obviously it was second in the league, but we did pick Gavin to that cup final. Can we go back to back as a cup winners? That would be the question. And basically the draw is random, so any one of those players in this league could get drawn. I believe it's, if there's an odd number, I believe the person with the highest scores that week before the cup week starts, so game week 33, gets a bye, which means they automatically go into the next round. So basically, yeah, that's how it works. But that is going to be the end of the video today, guys. I hope you liked the recap of game week 31. I hope you liked looking at the leagues and all that stuff, and a little bit of 32. But there will be definitely more FPL content coming before game week 32, so that we can still give you some good juicy content. But for now, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were on the Man United Bournemouth penalty shout. And yeah, I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.